Help! Please.
You're
Get
what?
up or I'll block you.
Helping, I'm
I
helping.
will block you. I will literally block you.
I will
Trev.
block you.
I'm not even joking.
I will block you. I'm not joking right now.
Please block me.
No, you block me.
No.
No,
Ah.
I'll block you.
Well, block you, Trev.
Yeah, I get blocked.
No, you don't get it.
Why is there an ice block?
I get it. This is a major reference.
Could also be an Antarctic reference. Fridge reference.
That's so fucking stupid.
I'm
But
serious.
funny, so well done. Maybe there's hope for your comedy yet, Trev.
There is someone.
I wish we had a warlock, or maybe two even. That would be swell. Oh wait, we have a summoning stone.
Do I click this? No.
No.
This looks like. Oh no.
Literally
what?
the achievement. And we need to
Oh.
wait.
Oh, the frog again.
That's a fucking.
The frog is back from
I guess we gotta
vaults.
reset it. It's fine.
Rogue champ. There's one of them.
Like that movie Pacha and the Emperor? No?
What?
No one?
And you
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
You guys are fucking retards, what are you doing? How long did you just tell me, how much time did you spend planning that? Just tell me the truth.
Literally 0.
Really?
It was a. You wanna do a question mark? Sure.
Okay. I am not impressed. So. It was funny though.
And there's the last person. No, I realized we didn't do something. We haven't asked something.
Huh?
Can we kill that boss?
We don't. That's because you benched the Boomkins.
I missed Turco.
Why is new and deaf mutant?
Because it makes our lives happier.
Sounds about right.
That is.
Wait, what does the lever do?
Oh man. No man. How many potions was it? 30?
30. So put down with all the consumables and stuff, and we will be ready to go in a second. Right, I don't need to say this boss has overstayed its welcome. So, let's just play good, okay?
Trev, if you
Let's
push
have
that lever, 10%.
Let's have a fucking game ahead in the game from the first minute. Let's not take half an hour to warm up again just to have 3 pulls that are good to go asleep again. That's the only thing we need, basically.
What did you say? Oh, boss can. If he says that. Oh. Wait, he gains? Oh, that. How do I make him lose health?
You attack him. Make sure you are in the right build. No warm-up pulls allowed.
I'm experimenting.
No. Eat up, flask up.
Also, if we kill this first try, I'm paying Has 100k gold.
Why Has? I'm inting if Has gets.
What's my present?
Okay. One more check just in case. Joker needs a flask. Always Joker being laid on the consumables.
50k either below. Like this.
Let's go. We're eating Rashok for dinner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All who serve the aspects
Special coming.
And the usual first spot by the ball. That's okay.
I feel like I've seen these before.
That's
That's the
not
warm-up
where
ball.
that goes. This is not.
Absolute.
Come on, people.
The volcano kindling for the fire.
There goes your 100k house.
Who had
Someone.
the soak?
Kane.
Absolute.
Oh, standard.
Did he just auto take the gateway and think, I'm done?
Was this all the dragons could
Looks like it.
muster?
Healing felt better. Okay. Good talk.
I put on new piece. Other one's expiring anyways. There's
I did.
already a repair.
There's already
That's
food down.
Perfect. There's already a repair next to orange, so
I realized I went on Kane and realized we were doomed. But yeah. Hey yo.
new and cop exit. And then yeah, let's dub that the warm-up pool. Cost us a lot of time.
1 whole minute.
Meath, on you go. Let's go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
All who serve the aspects shall burn.
Special coming.
Fire claims all.
Good boy.
Group 1 ready to go insta.
Absolute.
Melt.
Go. 2 go.
The volcano hungers.
3 go. And 4 go.
Absolute.
The volcano hungers.
Special coming.
Back with the other one towards the back wall.
Fire claims all.
One ready to go insta.
Absolute.
Watch close waves.
And group 1 go. 2 go.
The volcano
3 go.
hungers.
And 4 go.
Special coming.
Unlike purple.
Sear flesh.
One to right after this.
Shockwave.
Blacken.
And one more set of waves in a second.
You see, you need to clear yourself.
Yeah, I saw it.
I cannot be extinguished.
Special coming.
Unlike cross.
Sear flesh.
You see. Here we go. Good.
And group 1 ready to go insta.
Melt. The volcano
And group 2 go.
hungers.
3 go. And 4 go.
Absolute.
Sucks.
The volcano
Oh my god, sorry.
Yep.
hungers.
Special coming.
On moon. Make sure you're topped off. Waves from the side as well.
Help soak.
One ready to go insta.
Watch waves.
Watch your feet.
One go. Two go.
The volcano
3 go.
thunders.
And 4 go.
Special coming.
Copy seems to clear. Back by the other ones. Carefully. Okay, oh, that one works too.
Frontal.
Shockwave.
Good job.
I cannot be extinguished.
One more tick. DPS looks good.
Special coming.
Back with the other ones, and then you move boss away after.
Fire claims all.
I will reach there in time.
No.
Yeah.
Sag.
Help soak.
We did.
Well, good pull to start it off with. We forget about the first pull.
To ash. Was this all the dragons could muster? Ha!
Someone did not realize he only had one blink.
Yeah, I just had one blink. I didn't have two at the time.
That's cool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All who serve the aspects shall burn.
Special coming.
One towards blue
Target
here.
you.
Flesh.
It's not the one, but sure. That one is really bad. Okay.
Help
That's
soak.
fine. We can work around it. One ready to go insta. 2 go.
The volcano
3 go.
hungers.
And 4 go.
Help soak.
1 far soak. All the way in the back. Nice test.
Volcano hungers.
Special coming.
On blue.
Sear flesh.
One ready to go
Yep.
insta.
Help soak.
Melt.
2 go.
The
3 go.
volcano hungers.
And 4 go.
Special coming.
In between the two.
Fire claims all.
Shockwave.
That's all. Oh, it's split. That was good luck.
One more set of waves.
My rage cannot be quelled!
Special coming.
Out towards cross.
Sear flesh!
One ready to go insta.
Help soak.
Group 2 go.
Volcano hungers.
3 go. And 4 go.
Help soak.
The volcano hungers.
Special coming.
Back by the other ones, but far away from the middle if you can. Okay.
Group 1 get ready.
Flip towards
Go
it.
insta.
Help soak.
Group 1 go insta. 2 go.
The volcano
3 go.
hungers.
And 4 go.
Special coming.
If you can hit that one in between the two, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Just carefully.
Can I get a grit back after?
Sure.
Thank you.
Shockwave.
Pronto.
One more set of waves. Dodge.
I cannot be extinguished!
Special coming.
Back by the other ones. By the gateway.
Fire claims all.
Moving a little bit
Dodge.
away now. Coming from the side here as well now.
Help soak.
Melt.
Dodge waves.
The volcano hungers.
Help soak.
Second pop if it suits you.
The
Open soaks.
One more sec.
Nice.
Special coming.
Okay. Do the one back by the door. Top yourself up a little. Minor cooldown on this one. And ready with health pots here. This is the point where we want them. Especially if you haven't for this heal absorb. Okay, watch the
No.
weight close. Good. Stabilize, and we're gonna get one more slam.
The volcano hungers.
You're gonna burn
Special
everything on this slam, and it's gonna be the one next to us there by the corner.
Sear flesh.
Okay, pop something now. Dodge
Shockwave.
frontal and dodge waves. Just dodge.
Watch your
And pop a health stone now if you have something left. You just pop it.
Kindling for the fire.
Okay, burn boss. Burn boss, burn boss. No.
AOE incoming.
From your corpses will
Let's go!
the sky.
Let's go.
Dude, 83k HPS! Holy shit!
My paladin.
Whoa, that's a rank 1 by 30k HPS.
Might have.
Holy.
You said you were gonna say fuck off healing.
I went more degenerate.
Store it soon.
Oh, thank God.
Perhaps
It's
there are
over.
fresh Jarden outside that you can harvest.
Finally.
Holy shit, man.
I will not
Oh,
See? Told ya.
I'm
How's
going to
the-
build more often. Holy fuck.
matter.
That
That
gets the
is-
adrenaline going.
Such a thrill, man.
Diff has diff.
Definitely. Didn't realise how much of a difference he made to me in that build.
Time for trap, man.
Also, can we just
I'm
take a
the
moment
trap
and
man.
commiserate Has?
No, as much as we said trap has diff, he has a stomach ache and would like to sit out this bus.
Oh. We will commiserate him for no weapon as well.
I am suffering, but I'm glad we got it.
Oh. Thank you for suffering, Has.
Is that a stomach ache or a hangover has?
Just kill it, we pulled it. Just
I
kill
think
it, we
it's
pulled
a
it.
stomach ache resulting from the hangover.
Yeah,
The hangover was
Can this-
yesterday. Today is just pain.
Is the
but
pain
you're nearly 30, right? That's a 2-day hangover.
Yeah.
Free wrists. Oh yeah. Definitely extending next week now, by the way.
Can we go back
A
and write
Rashok
again?
trinket?
No,
Go back
nothing
and
for you.
work
Oh,
again.
pray for Vault.
One more hold.
One more Vault. Although you need to roll for Heroic and Normal.
Wonderful.
One volt.
Surely Has will get his weapon in the vault.
Alright, guys.
I mean, would it be such a bad thing if we didn't extend next week? We could probably
Yeah.
come in with this group and just blast that thing instantly.
Did this boss actually survive the reset untouched?
Skarn. They
No,
did nerf it
Rashok.
fine. Yeah, probably.
I was expecting this to get nerfed.
yeah, because there's like 900 guilds on Rashok right now.
Yeah, that's why I was like, surely this takes a hit soon, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
It's a bit
Maybe
early.
it can happen.
Apparently, I'm tanking.
It's okay, you got wings, man. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Surely wings is enough.
I'm just saying I will not hold the one he's taking, just so he can...
I'll just fucking
It's
stress
alright.
up flash.
It's
yeah.
part
I've
of the
got
trial, man.
enrage regen going. I'm good.
Yeah, it's part of the trial, bro.
Regen, bro.
Scream, I'm building the biggest mastery on you that I can possibly do,
He's not even
okay?
taking any
I'm
more,
not
dude.
tanking.
Oh. How much is it? You're taking for 70k from Priest Mastery alone right now.
It's kind of crazy, but what?
That's toxic as fuck. Dumb bitch.
Yeah, it is really fucking toxic.
But am I wrong?
No, wrong is a priest.
I'm a priest too.
I'm relogging. You bought the witness greatness.
Oh, nay, man. I can do this again.
Time to analyze your
Where
Oh,
is
sorry,
he?
Copics.
Oh, never mind.
Why did I do it?
No, that's my tier.
I thought it was still trash. I just shadow struck.
That's a little badass.
Wait, does anyone have Spellthread? Or am I going to the auction house?
Strata should have, right?
If you go,
Or-
can you bring me a bracelet
No, it's a tailoring.
for avoidance?
Maybe
I can,
Sylph?
I can put it in the guild bank if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Has, buy me the leg
Frozen
shop.
Spellthread?
Yeah, the...
And
I
what is
think
it you
that's-
want, Kane? Bracer enchant.
Bracer avoidance.
I can do that. I can do the brace. Well, you can.
Oh, okay.
Just trade me.
Yeah, I pressed a 0 for damage on that post.
I can never cast...
Actually, it's not guaranteed rank 3 for me. Just buy him one and chuck it in the
Okay.
guild bank.
Whenever I try to spellbook the Guild Bank, it doesn't work, and I have
yeah,
to
mine
like
doesn't either. I have to put onto my bars.
I have to type /cast mobile banking.
Really? That's
Yeah,
odd.
it doesn't work.
I think it's an Alf thing because mine does the same.
Mine works. Good.
Run your bosses as well and it works.
1 second. We have two
Alright.
people needing replacement for this that we're planning to
It's
be
in
out.
the in the first tab.
Thank you.
Yo, I got rank 25 on healing. Let's go.
On healing, Lama.
Wait, I get 8% of everyone's healing, so I actually get 100.
But yeah, tonight healing was way better. Thank you, Ask.
You're welcome.
Yeah, make sure not to give the healers any credit.
All house, all house actually.
Yeah, so we have a warlock with a hand cramp, so we're having you stay in, please.
Is the whole roster just crippled today? No?
Apparently, but a crippled roster still killed Skarn.
Did we?
And
Am I staying in
Russia? You're staying in.
I've been removed.
You
need a
remove
Kieran,
because
don't we?
we need a Kieran as well. Because Boomy fight.
Kieran? Oh god, bottom of the barrel, isn't it?
Oh god.
No,
Can I
they've
give-
already got you, so the bottom of the barrel has already been reached once.
Can
Calm
I
down.
give-
Oh,
Can I give Kieran Wind Fury instead of Newton?
I did the same thing I did last year, and it's not be the worst warlock in the guild. Kieran.
Toxic.
I was just flaming Kieran, really.
Okay.
I like Kane, he's nice to me.
Wait,
I like
speaking
Kieran.
of, Kieran's in this fucking group.
Yeah, that's why.
Kieran's
Oh
in
my-
a rogue, something's wrong.
Don't we have like some alt healer and Desi can play Boomy or something?
Hey, yo, Shajo?
Wait, is this the first boss he's progging this tier?
Yes.
What about
Holy
Panda
folly.
Think so, Alia. Right. Yeah, this boss we're sort of lacking a bit of reference points for, but we should we have the video link the video. Hopefully, people at least checked it out.
Are you super bothered where people put the lines as long as it's like clear where you are so people can dodge out of
On some, I will call for specific spots. Like generally, I would like to keep the front or the back of the boss clear, if that makes sense. And
But like if I'm melee, can I just like go next to the tank on the
yeah,
outside of
if
the
you're
room or something,
melee,
or-
like depending on how you're facing the boss, right? Like you should keep a line from the boss to the middle of the room clear, if that makes sense. And that should be like a little clump there.
So
Also, yeah, immuning or greater in this, I think, and feign death will make the lines go off early. So, and that will surprise people.
Tolo.
Surprise!
Yeah.
So if the boss is say at orange, right? Can I stand here with a line? That was what I
Where
was saying.
are you? I don't see where you are. There you are. Oh yeah, if the boss depends. Yeah, that should be fine,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So one thing I want to try. So since the boss has been rechanged, so that you're baiting the
Tactical destruction.
the tactical destruction with raid rather than the tank. I would like to try something for the very first one, and that is to intentionally bait it with ranged. Actually, Kane should be out then. Who should be in? Darius, right? Yeah, Darius. There we go. Yeah, so intentionally bait the destruction with range on the very first one, and just the first one. This might be a completely dumb idea that doesn't work much in practice, but I would like to try it. Just because it makes sense to me in my head. And it's the strategy that didn't work before. So for the first tactical destruction, I would like every range to be on green, and I would like a gateway going towards Skull.
Fuck Skull. Oh, there.
Skull straight across. So boss boss is gonna start, we're gonna pull him to star, and then you're sort of dragging him towards skull. And at one point, I'll just call to bait towards for range to go to green to bait, and we'll see if that works. Where's Nguyen?
So we can just stay in now, right? Like as tanks, I don't have to run out to channel to bait as well.
No. It is just a range because we have enough range here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have enough.
Is Heliflotta munching bombs or?
That's me.
No. We're two tanking because.
Oh, okay, cool.
They nerfed the bombs a bit. Nguyen still needs a summon apparently.
Also, just to double check, since we're starting from star to skull.
Oh, Nguyen fell off. So that's why.
Well, we knew that already. But okay, so we move from star to skull, and then obviously cross, moon, etc. Right?
Yeah. On the first one, we'll do start to skull, and then Raid is gonna bait the tactical destruction at that point, and so you keep going towards cross, and then when we get to the second tactical destruction, we'll have to just go across the room instead, because you can't bait that one super reliably with just ranged.
Wait, the second one. Okay.
The second one onwards. The first one is baited with ranged. The second one onwards, we just do it with the entire raid.
Okay.
And there is a little raid plan thing posted in the channel and the sheet and everywhere to check out the exacts of this.
Yeah, it's a 2-1. So...
Yeah, the second one. So at first one, we bait with ranged. Boss on like roughly opposite side of the gateway, and yeah, we'll just give it a go. I think we're not gonna talk the boss to death too much. So just be ready for first tactical destruction. I call for range to bait on green, and we hopefully it goes to green.
Any warlock cookies?
This TV.
Oh shit! I have to do that again.
Yeah.
Who's on the disarming, by the way?
Me and Flappy.
Alright.
You can pick up if you feel as a backup sort of thing, but
Boss is starting where?
Star.
So go. I was outside. So you go star to skull.
Yeah.
Outside of your head though.
5.
This is the last on pull, I believe.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
You get the mental fortitude to not press grip hands.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy.
What a good
So there's gonna be lines shooting towards the Ember people.
Yeah.
We need to start differently.
Watch your step.
Move the boss, because the traps are gonna spawn. And range bait on green. Watch
We can't bait that.
Watch your step.
Yeah, boss is too far away here. But yeah, they move forward. Okay, we got it a bit on the side here.
It's still playable though, right?
Yeah.
So not for me.
I can't grip the ads, by the way. Grip hand works, but
yeah,
when they
people.
channel, you can't grip them.
No, you can. People. They became CC immune.
Joker showcasing of 5.0 Pro.
Can we change the boss routing? Because I was just
didn't know grip
outraged.
effects, though.
Yeah. So in my mind, after you did the first 2 trap placements, you move him a little bit to the center, so you're like 1 square ahead of where the gateway exit is.
With your meager capabilities,
We need to start. Yeah, it's below 50%. Exactly.
Misunderstood.
I don't know how many stacks we go. 14 felt a bit bad.
Oh yeah, I was just like trying to fiddle around with the ads. I didn't turn it on.
If you want to start at star and drag it towards skull, like range should start from like here and then slowly move towards the center. And then we can bait at green when...
Yeah, we just need to do it like for a second to get it on the right spot.
Yeah. Do you want the moon one to be active as well, or which 3 do you want active?
It should be orange, Green is just the spot, right? So the exact statues are moon, orange, blue. So but it just picks the center one.
I get you, but then in theory, like, we can just go here.
Yeah, it's just because it picks the average position. If we're closer to the middle, that means it might pick the spot in between, which might be past the middle.
Let's
try that there.
Yeah. Let's try there, yeah.
Yeah, on the like tippy tip. Where monk debuff pooping.
Yeah, keep in mind that the shooty lines exist in Mythic, so you don't want to like be in a line from the boss with another like player that has the Ember debuff.
Yeah, and try to pull them to start like instantly, so that first trap end up on the outer edge.
Or you might have to start even closer. They're ranged.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new
Trap starting. Lines out to the side.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Basically, try to keep the F-flow safe from the embers.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Okay.
Golems, your assistance is
Lines out to the side and bait. So
Watch your step.
analysis should prove terminal. Marked for disposal.
yeah, they come from the side here.
It's because we're just getting cooked on range the whole time. Like the boss is too far. So it's just dragging all the range towards.
Yeah. So I've said this after last pull as well. After 2 traps are down, you go to middle. You go slightly closer to middle.
Golems are focused, by the way. We need to golems today.
Range 5.
Yes.
Marked for disposal.
Just interrupt the ones you see. How about tanks bombs going off?
I think it's just
Yeah,
wipe it
it's
here.
just a mess right now.
Failed test subject.
Hold on.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme.
Okay, wipe quicker, please, so we're not like.
Marked for disposal.
Are we still doing the green bait then?
I think just if you can get the boss a little closer before that point, should be fine.
I think the issue is if they start tanking at Skull, then this trap gets activated, right?
No. You just pull it after the last set of traps is gone out.
Oh, okay.
Because the traps are on a particular. It's not randomly floating down traps, right? It's just doing it on a timer. So you do.
Yeah, okay.
He does 2 casts, and then you move in slightly to the middle.
Gotcha.
Is what I have in mind.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So. I think we try again.
Turf Joker was tanking the. You guys also understood what he meant?
Yeah,
Was it
so.
confirmation?
Tank box event.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the movement right now? From
The movement, yeah. So you go to
As
Star,
far as I understood,
and
it's Star,
keep
then
moving
move
towards
towards
Skull. Yeah, and after he does 2 of them, you move in slightly to the middle. So that's going to be good practice for the later ones
But then I
too.
misunderstood. I thought it's like the first 2 bombs. So okay.
No,
It just seems like a lot of baiting though, because we're still gonna have to start here and manually run to green anyway, and it's just as far to just bait it here and just run out. No.
Yeah, but then melee have to move as well, and the boss.
Wait, tolerate.
Yeah,
So
but
he
melee don't
triggers
lose.
two-
Then the
Yeah,
uptime
let me.
So he triggers 2, right? We move him,
Yeah.
triggers 2, and after that trigger here, we move more like here,
More middle-ish.
or even more like here.
Middle, so we can hit the boss from green, basically, as ranged. That's the
So
idea.
here.
Yeah, that's good. And then you pull him after the baits are over. You can pull him to the next spot where you want traps.
Yeah,
that's the idea right now.
And then we go back to Skull from here on, so we can
Yeah.
draw like a V shape. Okay.
Yeah,
Kinda.
there's just a fair bit of shit going on. Let's see if.
Now our range movement is basically we start like we're jumping here when we go slowly towards middle, blast the golems from middle, and then we move towards green when we bait. That should be the starting movement.
Next
go.
golems are after that, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And even if it's not baited properly, just make sure you run out in time.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for
Stop pre-pulling. This was a healer people.
Can you adapt
Oh
to
damn.
new
Traps.
hazards?
Oh, there's a 1 on the gateway exit. Oh no.
Knocking back.
Watch the embers, you're in a line.
Line's going out. Second.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Yeah, we can't use the gateway now at all, but we just bait
Go
here.
towards green. Go towards green ranged.
Nah, we just bait here.
Yeah,
Where we are.
it's fine. Works.
Nice.
Watch your step.
Out of range of melee here.
Alright, now you can soak the bombs.
Now we
and I
move.
was-
2 golems in the back. You can CC them still.
You should. Other off-tag should be gripping the back ones.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Watch your step.
My,
Another failed test subject.
those are just not getting gripped in the back.
Range 5.
You can just wipe it.
Marked for disposal.
I mean, I can't reach them, yeah? Because, like, I was off tanking there, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
soaked the mines. It's either or. I can't do both. Because the mines were on the opposite side of the web.
Watch your
Can't reach.
step. Knocking
Yeah,
back.
but that's your job. You need to do both. Or you call for an immunity if it's too hard, like to do.
No,
like, you're ripping.
no. It's range, mate. The one on the other side.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so the mines were, like, towards purplish. Between purple skull, the two that I soaked.
Yeah.
And the ads that you were talking about were greenish, no?
Yeah.
How am I gonna... Your grip is, like, 30 yards.
You run over and grip them.
Yeah, then I can't soak the mines.
Okay, then you call for an immunity for the mines and.
Huh?
Yeah.
You mean the DPS soaks? I thought you meant...
Hunter can just...
Okay, I misunderstood you.
Joker, there's a grip range talent which you haven't got. You can take that.
With 10 more yards is not gonna do anything.
10 yards is pretty good. It helps a lot.
Not on that distance, but I can spec it. Then I don't have the slow though, so they don't stand in melee. And it's either or the 90% slow or the grip.
I was gonna say, I think melee are also losing up time / getting a dot or two of the debuff, which is probably just burning killer mana for no reason. Is there any chance like the main tank at the time can like move the boss as the traps are proccing? Because you get like 3 flashes, right? Like the trap flashes like 3 times before it pops. But obviously, if the boss is still in the middle of like 2 circles, it's.
Wait, I stopped on Trev.
Yeah. Also, we'll probably just abandon the bait idea and just move with the boss. So ranges follow the boss around.
So we don't have to move like a V shape anymore. Just normal and long.
So it's just the boss movement's the same. Just range is basically planted here until the first dragon head shit goes off. And then you just run forward, basically.
Yep.
No, then we would just cross through the middle as a group entirely.
What?
No. That's how everyone does it. Like, so then you like start in the middle as ranged and let him and drag him across the circle.
When you say everyone, does that mean all 3 guilds that have guilded?
No, every guild before that. Like.
Also, wait, so you don't want me to do the V shape anymore then? Because you can reach, right? Since you're in the middle, I can just do along the other line.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still want to pull it to the middle so that you start the movement early. Like you don't want to.
Wait, what movement? Am I misunderstanding?
The movement when the destruction comes in, because if you're not baiting on
that's
range,
what you mean. No,
yeah, if the destruction comes in from skull, then entire group is gonna have to move towards circle.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. So just for when I see destruction soon, I just move more inwards. Okay. Yeah, easy. Cool.
So destruction will come from skull then.
Yeah.
Ready? Just already checked.
Cool. We can just use the gateway for general movement purposes.
There's a repair bot down, Flappy.
We get Elstones, please.
That's cool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Range 5.
Embers out to the side. Basically, try to keep the airflow safe from the embers. Should be your goal. That should be your safe space every time. So now, ideally, the thingy should come from Skull. You might need to go around the middle trap.
Watch your step.
Destruction coming in.
Another failed test subject.
Now I can't reach blue anymore.
Yeah, blue should have. Yeah, let's see. That should not have been yours.
I can maybe try and help you out with
Range
with
5.
Nox.
The grip talent helps a bit, but
I just
it's gonna be...
can just wipe it.
Another failed.
Where did blue spawn from?
Order. I
Where
think
is it? Did he spawn from Star or Skull?
I think Nipple, he moved over there.
Yeah, okay, then it's on you. So, because Star and Skull should be current tank, and because he basically spawns the golem from the two closest ones and the two furthest away, right? So you grip from the two close ones should be gripped instantly on the first set, and that should be by Trev, and the two back ones should be gripped by you as we're moving across.
Okay.
Keep in mind as well, like the golems are CCable until they reach 50%, right? So
No,
everyone...
you shouldn't throw random CCs out. You should wait until Joker grips in both, and then you throw a CC.
Yeah, but if we see a golem run to an unfavorable position, we can just stun it on the way.
Yeah,
That's the main thing. You need to still be smart about it, but
Yeah, but ideally you should like get them into melee and then trap them there with a stun, basically. Okay, let's go.
Any new ideas for where you want the gateway?
No, that one was fine. It was just could have been cleaner, I guess.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Trap under ranged. You can see it spawning beforehand. You don't need to have all range get hit there. Knockback.
Can you adapt to new hazards? Golems, your assistance
Golem
is
spawning.
required.
They're spawning one from across this time because
Watch your step.
you cleave the one melee ones and you start moving over.
Marked
No.
for disposal.
And now you start gripping Joker on top.
Range 5.
Good call. I mean, I gripped, I can't reach the far one anymore.
Back.
Yeah,
they're all the
so
alternate.
you should have gone through the middle there, not through by the side.
Yeah, I packed through the middle.
You know,
Half the boss, I mean.
we had bombs in our way out of melee. Is that meant to happen, or?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. How am I supposed to go through middle with bombs covering the middle? Huh?
You just paths through the middle. Like there's a gap there. You see in between blue and purple.
But there was a bomb in there. That's the thing.
No, it's not bomb. Nobody has cleared that.
Yeah, I cleared it with my face.
No. What do you mean?
Like
One of the
there's
shrapnel
fire there now.
bombs,
It's about tank
like,
bombs.
one of the shrapnel bombs, Starlight.
talking about
Yeah,
shrapnel
but-
bombs. How are you meant to get to melee when there's just shrapnel bombs everywhere? I don't know. It's just they need to be cleared?
They should never cover your path, right?
So they should be cleared before tactical destruction, or
No, they spawn right before, so tank just
Right.
gets them during it.
I see.
I think if I click on one of the golem kills, we should also be able to disable a trap on turn, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to get on the that won't be reliable for later set because you don't kill golems before the tactical destructions is over on the other set. So
On that set, by the way, it's really hard to not get hit by an arrow. Unless I guess.
yeah, that is why you have the entire raid in a line, right? So it's boss, raid, and then the lines on the side of the raid. So
But we're moving to the tactical destruction, so all the range is
exactly. Then they should be a line from Skull, raid where it's no tactical destruction and then no lines in the way, so that you can move in a straight path.
Yep.
Let's go.
So the Embers should always make sure to aim themselves towards the sides, basically.
Yes, relative to where the group is.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Back. And then line shooting out in a second.
Can
What?
you adapt to new hazards?
You would sort of have to go around a bit
Your
here.
assistance is required.
So this is gonna fire out right before the tactical destruction here.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove
So we're
terminal.
firing 2, 1, and now you stop moving.
Marked for disposal.
Range 5. Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
It's not. Let's see.
Marked for disposal.
The 2 first golems, they weren't cleaned up in time, I imagine.
Yeah, it looked like it.
They're grouped a bit late.
Swipe it here. Let's just get the start clean.
Marked
Knocking
studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Watch your step.
To new hazards?
So you sort of break down everything that's supposed to happen there, right?
Also here, by the way, I only survived because there was like there were like 2 golems in China, because the bombs were also over there.
And you need to deathstrike something?
Yeah, no, I lived because they were in China, but they're not meant to be there, no?
But
Because you had them to deathstrike, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's supposed to happen, right? In breaking it down, the lines go out like 2 seconds before the tactical destruction, and then there's also tank bombs at the same time, and you grip the 2 closest golems instantly, and they get cleaned down pretty much instantly. There should be no problem. And then as we're moving over, you sort of pretty much as you get to the safe, quote unquote safe space from the tactical destructions, you grip the other 2, which have been in China, and then we cleave those down. I'm not sure where the tank bombs are spawning exactly. They should spawn very close to him.
They were towards Gallish, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's close to him. So you just
No, but the boss was on green side.
yeah, but then you didn't clear quickly enough.
No, because I gripped the ads first, because I have 30 seconds for the bombs. It's
I think you should do bombs first, and then you just because you don't need to grip the ads until we have moved it over the boss.
Hold on a sec. So the 2 closest says Joker, right? When you're doing the bombs are mine, so I gripped those 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about those, and you can clear the bombs, and then the ads over here.
Read off when they spawn. Okay, then I just
Yeah, just ignore these, right, until we actually get across here, and then you can grip them.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Focus on the tank mines first, and then yeah.
I'm ready, by the way.
Yeah,
It's a bit messy, but we'll get it.
And yeah, the worst thing that can happen to us is golem cast going through. Keep in mind, when they are above 50% HP, they are still CCable.
2, 1.
And they are interruptible the entire way through.
Yep.
Can you adapt to new
Trap spawning. Bridge to the
Studying
side.
your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards? Golems, your assistance is required.
Okay, first golems spawning. You cleave these, and lines are firing in a second.
Should prove terminal.
You move over. And then you start gripping the high health ones here. Lines shooting out in 2, 1.
Watch your step.
A bit early countdown now.
Still a golem in the back. Clean that up.
I'll check out river control. Oh.
There's like green, there's tank bombs.
Are you to soak the bomb now?
Yeah, I'm trying to live.
Or
Watch your step.
I can soak the
Go back
coast
as well.
there.
To extreme temperatures.
Knock.
Marked for disposal. Golems, your assistance.
Okay,
is
now
required.
these ones you don't insta-grip on, but yeah, that's it. I'll go down,
Range
break
5.
down that one in a second here. Move across,
Watch your step.
and then grip the other ones.
Studying your resilience, another failed test subject.
And here we want to get knocked into the wall, I guess.
Yeah, there's
Makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, I guess if
Uh,
you have no beacon primary target, just give it to the tanks because that shit is actually insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be how it is.
Because I'm like waddling around all the time.
I mean, I'm gonna
Also,
call
wait,
it the
why you-
good. Oh, sorry.
I'm just asking why we're not doing 3 tanks because that seems way more chill now. If you have like a tank dedicated to that shit that doesn't have to
Because
death
it's a
strike.
DPS check now.
Let's do this, Joker. We'll see how many stacks is comfortable to reset on. So next pool we'll try 5 stacks, right? We can swap on 5 stacks and they fall off in time.
I don't think
Then
they
it
fall
should-
off and down now.
I think 10 might be too high though, regardless. Let's try 6 or something, and then we'll work from there. But I think it falls off. I think 10 is gonna kill us.
So on the, I'm just gonna break that down since we just about got there. On the second set, you wanna chains of ice the 2 closed ones before you start gripping them, because we don't have like time to AoE them on that one timing wise before the tactical destruction is done. So you wanna slow them, and then once you're in the safe zone, you start gripping the close ones and the far ones at the same time. So it's a bit of a different timing on the second one in terms of how you wanna do it. Healthstone is requested by Corpit.
Eating.
Also, I was gonna say the good news is basically every single one of the first 10 deaths is Dragonfire Trap dot or Tactical Destruction. So either someone took a dot from the trap, or like it's basically avoidable damage. Which means if we had...
just mark Tolo in it, see, because the chances of you both getting traps sketchy, right? And you just have the range
I will
stack
be
up
running
since he's
around doing the bombs.
Yeah, or just
so I'm not-
whichever melee, whichever range isn't particularly mobile, this is an easy starting point.
It's in them.
Yeah, I'll be a stuck point for ranged. Yeah, sure.
Just as a rule of thumb, try to keep the airflow clean of lines, basically, and that should be good. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience
Knock back.
to extreme temperatures.
Lines firing in 2, 1.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Embers
Golems, your
out.
assistance is required.
Watch your
Grip the
step.
2-1 insta, and as we're moving, we're cleaving them.
Marked for disposal.
This looks good.
Lines up to the
Watch the
side.
lines.
Knocking back.
You have to soak the 4 traps now.
Watch your step.
To new another failed test subject.
I don't know, doesn't in China at least.
Yeah.
No, didn't
Like
make
I
it.
can do that, but then you have like turbo high boss stacks. Because so if you taunt that early, you just go to way twice sticks, because the debuff lasts for 20 seconds.
Quick question. Am I being...
The thing about the red arrows, Nguyen, is they're not scary until you hear the countdown, right?
Yep.
They can be literally everywhere until you start hitting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then by then they should be out to the sides. You don't care about them being on top of you when they're not doing anything.
Also, yeah, it was pretty crazy. People also have to react. There was like 5 people standing in front of the first lines already, even though, like, granted, I was like on green and people were really close to me with the embers, but I was still a safe spot.
Yeah, the stupid thing is I thought we said we keep the F-flow clear, so I was in the F-flow, thought myself clear, and got Astro Blast.
I'm not sure what I have. It might be one of the records giving me a countdown, but it's counting down every single line for me, so...
Yep.
I think it's in the mixed pack.
Yeah, mixed packs might have a manual countdown included. That gives...
Second Blast Wave is a good spot for the Pensers, by the way. We have a lot of healing CDs there, I can see it, but there's a lot of damage going out.
Yeah. Basically, every Blast Wave that's like right after or during a tactical destruction, so to say, is scary ones. So that one has all the rallies and shit and thingamabobs. Yeah, there might not be a Beffler around, but as a rule of thumb, it should be safer.
Well, I beg to differ.
Yeah, you get my point. That includes melee having to care where they're aiming, where they have their back towards. Like,
yeah, like, the goal should be that I have a green marker on my head. I don't know if anyone wants me to have a different one, but that should always be safe in case I don't have an ember.
Yeah, that's cool. Unless Kieran is safe, is it ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Time
1.
to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Ember's coming out.
Range 5.
We should be lightly spread as well, though, so we don't...
The embers don't clip each other.
Yep.
Watch your step.
To new hazards.
Let's move in a bit ranged.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Destruction's coming in.
Keep in mind there's a knock at the end of this. Oh, this sucks.
Studying your resilience to extreme.
Yeah, you should have just stopped him before the
Watch
thing.
your step.
To new hazards.
Yeah, well, definitely now.
Range 5.
Interrupt.
Oh, well.
Another failed test subject.
Your bombs now? You can't aim as them, by the way. You lied.
I did. I just did it.
They are physical.
Blood shield, bro. It's blood shield.
Watch your step. Not bad.
There's a golem here if someone can pick it up. Shoot.
You can just move in here, right? Isn't that smart?
Yeah. But there
Not
won't
anymore,
be
'cause-
another set of traps before, so it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
This one is the one you should slow first, really, before you start gripping. So move across.
This is actually really cringe for the lines. They go off right in the middle of this.
Yeah,
Also just like a wall of fire.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many traps were cleared there, but yeah, that was a rough one.
It's just like
bombs? Okay.
No,
Well,
traps.
the ones flipping.
Traps.
there's just a lot of golems freecasting, which makes. I don't think the room is supposed to look like this at this point.
no,
of the fight.
it's
No.
definitely not.
I think on the first one, I'm not sure we got anyone going off, but
But
maybe
the second
like
one, I was like hitting a golem and it
Yeah, second one
activated
we had
like.
people dead though, so I'm not sure that's like the actual problem here. because
I mean, it was like 10 steps from melee. It got like 4 traps activated.
yeah. But
in the time I killed it.
If it's one dying, like not dying when it's 5 people dead, you investigate the 5 people dead, right? Not the golem recasting.
I mean, we seem to not do it at all, any pool, so.
Let's just have a break channel for now.
Yeah. Would the tanks like to have an assigned immunity at any point now? For
I can't tell now.
Yeah, just give it like nobody has anything figured out on the boss yet.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking now. Is if you would like a.
No, I haven't got far enough to actually see the boss without it being a shit show to know. You know.
Yeah, but bear in mind, there's only 10 sets of bombs before the end of the fight or so, and we have 3 hunters and a holy paladin available, so you can use half of them can be immunity soaked basically.
I mean, surely if we need it, we just say, "Yo, can somebody immune?" And then
what do you say?
If we need it, like we can just call it on the fly. Yeah, can I get this somebody immune, please?
We could, but do you not think that assigning 5 different ones would to halve the mechanic for you would just be nicer?
Yeah, like it's a bit too much on the fly for this fight, I think, because there's already so many things we need to call.
If you do it on the fly, people are just not going to do it because unless you call their name specifically.
Is it a dot? Does it put a dot on you as well as the one shot?
Yeah. That work doesn't work.
Tarlo, how bad is the DPS check on this?
Lightish. It's not the worst. It's not.
And suggestion, I'm not sure if it's smart to make early, but wouldn't it be smarter if the mages, for example, would do the golems instead of, or have another hunter go beast mastery, just purely for uptime purpose?
I could, but
I don't think that's the main issue right now for us.
No. I'm just thinking a bit ahead, like mages can blink over the puddles and stuff, and so we don't have to change things when we're 40 pulls in.
Yeah. Theirs can help a bit, sure.
In that case, I can let go of them during cooldown windows.
Yeah.
Wait, why aren't mages like shoot? I saw at the end with like before this fight was cheese to hell, mages blinking over fire so they could get to the
but it's just specifically for those, right?
I'm just looking for a week or to tell me when the ads are actually spawned. Like
the boss mods tell you.
It does. It does like a countdown, but I have countdowns for multiple stuff, so it's kind of hard to differentiate.
Let's make it clear.
And it's fine at the beginning of the fight, but I know as the fight goes on.
The mixed weak aura pack has a golem bar.
I don't like bars, man. I like text. Give me text.
No, it's got text as well. It says golems and then counts down from 7, but with a bar attached to the text.
Oh, right, it's in the sheet. Okay.
Yeah. Top weak aura. You might need to move it. It was over my character when I first got it.
All right.
It has trap spawn, knockback, dodge, and golems. I don't know what the hell dodge is.
All right, good stuff.
I'm assuming dodge is the arrows.
Dodge is tactical destruction, I think.
Oh, might be right.
Where am I?
But yeah, we're supposed to be switching in main targeting golems, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like boss isn't prairie and stuff.
Like, as always, you also just gain more damage with comfortability, right? So if you early on just single target the golems a lot, you'll notice that 10 pulls down the line, you suddenly don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, I could probably say that when everyone's back to make sure everyone knows to switch them. Especially one's like when we get 1 to 30% and it runs off, we can't ever bring it back.
Yeah, then you just need to chase it down.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like no information you can get for Blood DK, which is really cringe. Because all the videos are cheese strat.
Yep.
Yeah, but I've linked videos. I'm not cheese strat.
Blood DK PvE.
Okay, maybe not.
And I just went to Warcraft logs and looked at recent kills, and I'm just looking at the replays of how the raid actually moves around the arena.
That works too. There's a Phoenix kill I too have that has a POV, but I'm not sure if that's a Blood DK. And there's probably not Terra preview somewhere.
There's a Blood DK in Guild C next tier. They just killed it yesterday.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
well-
that's a re-clear or not.
I can't read, so I'm lucky.
Okay. Summoning Portal for Darius, please. If Bond's around.
Me too, Trev. Me too, man.
Me too.
Also, Trev, your AMS just gets sucked up instantly because of the dot, yeah, not of the fist bomb. It's physical. It's
Yeah,
blood
that's
shield
the-
soaking it. I'm not sure if you're serious or not, but
Of course I'm not serious. I was at the beginning, and then you told me it's physical, and then I had to keep it going, but... Yeah, I missed it.
Right.
Left.
So yeah, everyone's switching to main target golems, yeah?
Yes, please. That's what's gonna keep us like afloat to like see further into the fight too, not having extra golems, right?
But my logs.
Your logs. Just waiting for Corpits. Okay, let's go. Just keep it more pulse.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards? Golems, your assistance is required.
Drop the 2-1s
Watch
insta.
your step.
Analysis should prove terminal.
Attack the far one.
Range 5.
Interrupt the far one. Oh, it's fine. You can finish these up.
Knocking
Your resilience
Grey up.
to extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Grey up.
One res.
Marked for disposal.
I was so split out at that point.
That was like a line killing people there, I think.
I can whip it. That is Dragonfire Trap Start, Dragonfire Trap Start, Dragonfire Trap Start, Dragonfire Trap Start, Dragonfire Trap Start.
I don't know
So
if
I
the
believe it was
boss
Dragonfire Trap Start.
I don't know how movable the boss is, but we need to move the boss. If we can, we need to move the boss early. Like, we shouldn't be waiting for the traps to be on the floor. We should be moving as soon as the traps begin to activate.
Like, it's just not possible to get boss uptime with the current movement. It's you just permanently eating dots from the traps and
Yeah, you should.
Also,
Everyone
like-
realizes you can see where the traps is about to spawn like 5 seconds before, right?
Yeah, I said this
Also-
before. It flashes 3 times, right? So you
also
know
after we move into the middle, and we're supposed to go back to like cross-ish.
No, you don't return. I don't think.
No, it's no. We
Yeah,
come
yeah,
from Skull, right?
yeah. You can return like that, yeah. That's fine.
And that's what I. Well,
Does
it's
it
fine.
matter,
You
though?
want that to happen or not?
I mean, it basically continues the chain of the traps that we left before, right?
Yeah. So my
So I
plan
would
was
say
to have
yes.
blue sort of as our final save spot area. So anywhere between blue and purple should be the clean area at the end. So basically, do any movement you think will sort that, and it's gonna be dynamic. And I can't really tell you exactly, but you.
It's just what I'm asking, right? So, Trev moves it to the middle and then instantly goes to cross after the destruction is over. Instead of like what we're doing
No,
now.
no,
is
no,
just
no,
going
no. Why,
opposite.
why would you move to cross? That's just so much more extra mouse movement.
It's the same movement, no? Like right now we're moving to the opposite edge instead of cross edge.
Yeah, but cross will be covered by fire by then. So you would need to move it out of the fire, then back into where it was. So that's just extra
Okay,
movement.
just do what you think for a pull, because I can't really imagine. it.
Yeah,
it's over.
it's sadly a bit of intuition and like thinking on the fly on your end in terms of how the trap spawns. But just like only thing I want to say is you want to keep between blue and purple safe. That's like gonna be our baiting back and forth area, right?
You gotta think, because it literally doesn't matter. You can always fill cross up later.
Yeah, but
Everyone's ready? Let's go.
How are we supposed to kill the golems that just run off into the dragon heads?
Yeah,
when they're out of range.
They don't run off into the dragon hands. That's
they are.
Just kick
I
and then
can't reach them.
just kick and then kill it.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're out of range.
Chase them.
This dragon heads.
Into the dragon heads. Thanks for listening.
If they're not below 50%, I can put them.
Yeah.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Spawning in front of me later. Yeah, it's fine.
It sucks a bit. Watch where you put the embers here.
Watch, but yeah, it's fine. You have space. There's one right through the middle here. That's bad. So that's floppy. That's not a good line there, but yeah.
Much away from the range, right?
Yeah.
These the embers coming up are not gonna go off for a while, so just make sure.
Yeah, just don't stand on them.
Hitting blue there is like fucking impossible.
Watch your step.
Oh, I can't tell what's going on.
What are people dying from even?
Being out of range of healers.
It's just, I don't know how to do it even faster, Trev. It's like impossible.
Yeah, I don't know. 16 stacks here, I'm gonna die every time.
Yeah, but like, what can I do? Yeah, I'm literally fucking wheelchair. There's nothing to death strike.
I can work it by the way.
Can I put a gateway down for you, Joker, somewhere?
No, because the bombs are low-key random. Like,
yeah, I'm just.
To answer your questions, Hollow, please refer to Radio Talk. Where exactly do you want people to stand at the boss? Like, look at it.
Yep.
Where do you want people to go?
What do you mean? Like, in terms, how would that kill people though?
Look where I died. I think that's you on top of it. You killed me there. There's no place to stand at the boss, right?
Yeah, but you need to find one. Like that's the entire boss. Like, you need to think on the fly because it's not gonna be clean and perfect every single time, right?
What's gonna happen is those arrows aren't like they spawn, but they're not gonna go off for another 8 seconds, right? So basically, the movement that should happen is everyone that has the Searing Embers makes sure to first up get away from the raid so he doesn't pulse damage to everyone. And then after the tactical destruction goes off, they find a spot to plant in where everyone can dodge. And then the knockback happens where everyone needs to make sure to not get knocked back into the traps. That's the entire sequence that we're dying to right there. And that's how it should be played out. Like, we're all running away from the destruction. The 3 people with the embers just make sure to yeet themselves out of the raid to a point where they do not cleave the raid with their circle yet. Right? And then they find a spot to plant in where they don't kill anyone with the lines and survive the knockback. And when they found that, they just plant and everyone else dodges. That's how it's supposed to be played out. Yeah, there's no new traps spawning during the tactical destruction either, so you can pre-plan your movement basically on how you want to run. It's a lot of shit going on, but like the same overlap happens multiple times in the fight, right? So once we get that down, it's gonna be a lot easier later on. Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
We slightly pre-spread for the embers. No, embers move out.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
New embers coming out.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Should prove
Lines firing out.
So now embers get safe in a second here.
Range 5.
Alright, search for a spot to stand. Get out of the lines now, and knock back in a second.
To extreme temperatures.
Perfect.
Adapt to new hazards.
No, same thing.
Marked for disposal.
Just stop. Knock back in 5 seconds, get ready. And watch where the lines are.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Can you clear the middle one here, Flappy?
Range 5.
Marked for disposal.
Feels like too many debuffs from the traps. Alright, that's...
Golems, your assistance is required.
So slow the close to here.
Watch your step.
Don't touch them yet. And then move over, and you're like gripping as you're moving here, basically.
Yeah. Keep the middle line clear with these lines, basically. In terms of where we're running, if that makes sense. This is a bit scuffed. I think we need to clean a bit better here.
Yeah. We lost like 2
Yeah.
traps there, 2 people, 2 trap clears to people dying there.
We're getting pulsed as well when, like, if a melee has an arrow on them, then I'm pretty sure they do pulsing damage in a radius around them, right?
Yes, that's what I said as well.
That's
Yeah.
what the circle does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're getting pulsed when we're trying to hit golems because
The first movement was really clean though.
Yep.
So good job on that.
I think
I mean, whoever has it is just not gonna hit the golem because you're just gonna fucking destroy everyone if you're a melee.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, that might be the reality. That's sort of why melee sucks a little here.
I think if melee have it, by the way, with the early ones especially, but in general, because we're against a wall, the people with the arrow should be going against the wall.
Yeah, like towards the wall.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna get knocked into fucking Narnia, right?
Fuse, just probably just easiest for both of us to do it. But honestly, you can even just sit on a few procs for a while. But I'm just finding it easy just to tab through the golems quickly and apply frostbolt slows to them. You seem to die a lot easier that way.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have any slows now since I played the Death Grip range thingy.
Or do you not get Chains of Ice with that?
Oh well, it's a rune for each.
Oh, you do get Chains of Ice. Oh, it's a
I
rune.
have Chains of Ice, but then I can't stay alive. It's either or.
I mean, it's 1 cost.
It's a lot. You can spend a rune for Chains of Ice.
Okay.
We need
I'm doing it right now, and it's extremely sketchy.
Okay. Do we have another single target stunner slow? That's good. Curse of Exhaustion, Bunt.
Oh, fucker, let the mages frostbolt it. I'm gonna need
Can you Havoc that one? Havoc and then...
Havoc Curse of
I don't
Exhaustion.
even know.
Need range to be very like in the tactical destructions as well. I think just range need to be like looking in.
It is
inside the tactical
specifically the
destructions.
2 close ones on the second set that needs like a slower or a stun on them, because we don't want to insta-grip them and we don't want to let them get to the things and start casting too early. So, and we don't want to cleave them too much either, because we want to grip them a little bit later. So you just want to slow them down a little.
During the tactical
Also-
destruction, range needs to look inside it and look for interrupts as well.
5,
Also?
4, 3,
Nah, too much information if I say it now.
1.
Just go.
Threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking back.
So it's only bunch.
What?
No, you two were almost cleaving each other, so I got scared for you. Oh, this is bad.
You might need to run around.
Your assistance is required.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Analysis should prove terminal.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go all the way around. Keep in mind the embers don't go off for a while here, so get the safe spot first, and plant your feet in the safe spot.
You can never reach that goal.
Go up here, the far.
Yeah, it was a bit cringe.
Watch your step.
I think the correct play there might have just been to run through the fire.
Scary, but doable, I guess. Can whip it.
Yeah, that's the sort of scenarios you need to get
Why do we already have like a massive line of fire? Isn't it supposed to be he only
No,
does 3
it's
drops down at a time?
Randoms.
No, it's
Range 5.
two
Two melee,
by the
and then
boss,
one
two
random.
random ones. Yeah.
Oh, 2 random ones. Jesus Christ! I thought it was
Yeah,
one
it's
random
2 random ones on Mythic. So
one.
we
Okay,
got
that makes
the
sense.
two, like three of the 4 first random ones went in the middle.
Yeah.
So which is basically RNG. Fuck you.
Fair enough. No, I just thought it was one random one. That's explained.
What a lovely boss.
Yeah.
Guys, let's say it together. This boss sucks. Woo!
Let's not get too obsessed about it. But on that scenario, I think the play might have just been to burn some health stones and yeet through the middle sort of angle.
You know that. I mean, that bug for fucking trucks, right? I don't think you just do that, but we can try it next time, I guess.
If that happens, you can try it.
Do we not just
we lose about as much healing from moving around the entire thing.
Surely we just instant nuke a golem and make ourselves a path.
Maybe you can do that, yeah. You could do that on the first one if you really wanted to, but then that is basically every man for himself in terms of grabbing that golem, right?
Yeah. I'll look out for that.
5, 4, 3.
We shouldn't get stunned CDR essentially when they get gripped, so that's.
Yeah, but like an AoE slow, so it would be pop-offs.
Watch drop next to us, range.
Okay, these bombs are fucking...
Yeah, those are fun.
Studying your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
I told it a bit early. Good luck, man.
Okay, you can try eating this time around, I guess.
Melee can eat, I guess.
Watch your step.
Should prove terminal.
Alright, Embers don't go off for a while here. And get to a spot to plant, and plant.
And drop the 4 golems. Finish them off.
Watch your
Adapt to new hazards.
range 5.
I need Jesus.
Oh god, thanks. Knockback coming in. Watch where the traps spawn here. There's gonna be traps spawning and you might get knocked into one from the knockback.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Jesus did not arrive.
I took the. Okay. So next one, we're moving across with the lines.
Marked for disposal. Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Analysis should prove terminal.
This is lines during the fucking run, by the way, so watch out. Lines going from 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. And then drop the 4.
What is this?
I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to deal with these golems. Like, they're so far out of range.
We're not CCing them properly or gripping them exactly like we want to, so.
I don't know, that's kind of cap. I insta.
You shouldn't insta-grip on the second set, so.
No, but yeah, just there, like, I had grippy hands up, so they were actually on the balls. They weren't out of range at all.
I mean, while the heads were going off, there was one channeling on, like, blue.
With your meager capabilities, this
I don't know if everyone... I don't know if everyone's doing it yet, but like everyone just try and insta-focus golems when you see them.
Yeah, we got a couple of people that barely touched them, but...
But like for even the first set and stuff is dying a bit slow. Like
even if they leave melee, it shouldn't matter, right? We should just be running after them and killing them.
Yeah.
Like you're still hitting something even if you're not hitting the boss.
If you run into the big fire, it hurts when it goes off.
Yeah.
And they're just in there free casting.
But like some of that should be like some of them, like 2 of them should probably be dead before they even have to do that.
I mean, they spawn as it starts, but
Yeah, the first two should be dead before the fire even spawns.
This time we basically killed the first two that spawned in melee on the first set. Sure.
Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new
Are spawning.
Watch trap.
One behind us as well, so watch the knock in a few seconds.
Knocking back.
Move a bit further up.
Okay,
knock. Nice, coming in.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Let's go to full switch.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Grip the two close ones. And clip them down.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal, marked for disposal.
Nice.
Embers up to the side.
Knocking back.
This looks nice. Knockback.
Temperatures.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new hazards.
And we go grab traps.
Marked for disposal.
I'll get the too far tank ones here.
You got them?
Yeah, I got the two far ones.
Knockback in a second.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
On this set, you wait with gripping them a little. You see.
And Ember's going off during the run here. Watch out. Oh, not yet. I mean, the next one.
Yeah, it's the next set.
Ready to switch to ads.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Yeah, wait a little bit with the close ones here.
Watch your step.
And
terminal.
move. And start gripping now. Embers out to the side.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
And now you cleave here.
Let's go. Knockback.
Pop something if you need it.
Kick.
Marked for disposal.
And if we get those traps, like, if we get the golem traps, yeah, it actually looks kind of decent.
I think we just need to just full send this instant nuke on golems. So just all the overlap fill.
On the second one, you don't have time. So what would happen if we instant nuked on the set is we would get them to 50%, and then we would else need to start moving, and we can't really chase after them at that point. So on the second set, you need to like just hold the nuke off for a second until
the CC immune is still interruptible, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
I don't see the difference. Like you say, they're not CCable, but they're just waddling off anyway, out of CC range anyway. So you may as well just fucking zerg them.
It's like
that's not how
grips and
anyone
stuff
plays
and
that.
slows. Like as soon as they're below 50, our tanks can't grip them anymore.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
So the issue would be if we insta nuked on the second set, we could they would run out of range by the time before they're well before they are dead on that one. It would be more of an issue. All the POVs I've seen, on that one they CC the two close ones in some form, either slow or stun or whatever, and then move boss to roughly middle, and then they start gripping the two quote unquote close ones as well as the two far ones, and then they start cleaving in the middle as a foregroup on that one.
Also, one question: how many tank bomb sets do we have in total?
10, I think.
Sets.
10 sets of 3 with 3 in each, so 30 bombs in total.
And we can't do just an immunity rotation or anything, because that's.
I did check that, but it's we don't have enough to cover every single one. We can do a lot of them though. We can do 5 or 6 of them.
I just tried, and Boomy can in bear form kinda throw himself on a bomb and live it.
Yeah, but you get 100k dot on yourself, so
Yeah.
You can take a single one, which is not very helpful. Back
It's emergency late fight ish.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the
Yeah.
issue, yeah? You play double blood decay, you leave the boss with like 12 stacks, you're taking, I don't know what it is, maybe like 400k per second tick while you're running around the room, can't death strike anything. Soaking bombs that are also giving you 100k dot on top of it.
What's the cooldown of Pearl?
240. I've already looked into all of this. You can't do a full rotation.
Yeah, but you don't need a full one, right? You just need to make them only have to do a couple of sets.
Yeah. But you
I
just
think
need to. I can do one on the first destruction every time.
No, wait. Sorry. If you can do 6, you don't need a full rotation, right? Because we can just cover the gaps.
Yeah.
As in, like, for example, you do the first 5 as DPS, then we do like 1 or 2, and the rest is also DPS again. It's way less stress on us because I proc perk on the first one while popping everything.
Okay. Just let's go, and we'll do this on the first one. Just do that with Divine Shield above orb up. So just because
It
that's
would
longer.
just take a lot of pressure away. Because as you see,
Let's go. Yeah.
you see the HPS like moving away from the bosses, certain
I'll
death.
try to call it. So just call for one person at a time, basically, and then you can start.
4,
and you can call for this twice.
2, 1.
Remember.
Analyze your threshold for pain.
I respect it's a lot on the tanks here, so it's a bit to learn.
Range 5. Knocking
Study your
back.
resilience to extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you adapt to new hazards?
Those are decent spawns. Just make sure we get all the close spawns here.
Assistance is required.
Grippy grip.
Another failed test.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
Reset side.
Knocking back.
Okay, there's only one
Oh,
4-1
shock.
for you, Dist.
Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Range 5.
The tank one's gonna go off because nobody's
Okay,
healed.
what's killing us there?
The tank bomb.
The rest is just Dragonfire traps. Oops, pressed the wrong thing.
There were 2 spawned right next to it, I could take that, but that one was in China. That's the one you guys have to soak them. And you said this is doing it.
Yeah, I said first two.
No.
Yeah, you can take the ones in China. Like, the close ones I have no issue taking, because I can Death Strike, but
No,
I can't Death Strike.
if you're gonna immune, you should do an entire set. It's no point in just doing half a set.
I mean, I can stay alive, it doesn't matter.
It's just
You
some
just need
people
to
are. I'm sorry.
It just makes it
Go on.
clear and not like, is it me or tank soaking is?
It doesn't matter, like, he just soaks the ones he sees, basically. Like, the close ones, I can easily do. You should not, like, worry about them. Even while main tanking, it's fine.
The one really
Because they're
asking for 1
really
to 3.
magic damage.
Did he release?
I did accidentally, yeah.
What I was gonna say is every single time you get a dot from my Dragonfire trap, there should be, if my math is correct, 400k damage taken over the next 8 seconds.
Yep.
So it becomes to the stage where it's unhealable if something else happens. So your number 1 priority is always gonna be don't get knocked back into traps. Also, as someone pointed out already, you can see on the floor the traps light up 3 seconds before they go active. And when they go active, you will instantly take a dot if you're in them.
Yep.
So just be mindful of that, please.
If the tank are the tanks able to call each set which needs an immunity, or do you need me to call?
I can. I look where the bombs are, and if they're like too far into the thingy.
You just just call one of the immunities orders in order, right?
Well, if you give me an order, I can call
Shake
it.
said
This Tower, there is copies.
Well, one second. I have to write it down. Sorry. Come again. Dist?
This twice.
Dist, okay.
Tower, there is copies.
Oh no. Got errors. Oh,
Am I done?
oops.
I mean,
The second bombs, there's 30 seconds between, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surely this just bops someone else though. He doesn't actually go out there himself.
Yeah.
I think we could use a healer.
He can bop me.
Vex is ready.
I'm BM, so I don't lose anything. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna find whomever made me a Draenei, and I'm gonna murder them.
Hello.
Can you adapt to new
Trap spawning. Only one Deebus.
Knocking back.
Knockback coming in.
Extreme temperatures.
2 Deebus.
Can
Watch
you
your
adapt to new hazards?
Okay, that's
Range
alright.
5.
That's just a lot of people with a
Golems, your
debuff.
assistance is required.
Watch your
I will cleave these quickly.
Terminal. Another failed
It's gonna be this open.
Yeah,
So Embers don't go
the one in the
for-
back.
Don't breach these.
Knocking back.
Watch the
Too far
knockback.
Temperatures.
Watch your step.
Inch up the golems.
Hazards.
Where's the last one? I didn't see it.
There's only 3.
Marked for disposal.
Stimulus a bit. Nemo, why do you keep picking up a trap?
I'm just accidentally picking it up as I mean. I was at cross killing the
Yeah.
golem and I picked it up as I killed it.
Knockback and traps coming in. Watch where the traps spawn.
Watch your knocking back.
Your resilience to
Just gonna kill people, I'm just gonna clear.
Another failed. Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should
So during this tactical destruction, we're getting Embers.
Can you adapt to
Going off in 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
This is always going to happen if we have
There's
the
no,
boss.
there's no CC on those at all. There's
But
just,
this shit's always going to happen if we keep having the boss over there on the second one because we're just baiting it. We're just baiting it so that the safe space for the second tactical destruction is back into our first set of traps.
no, they're just gonna be random sometimes, right? Like,
Not
that was
always,
not
that
even
was
an
our first
issue.
attack.
It was not even an issue with the traps there.
It's set this trivia bomb them, the one we just had. 140 something.
Yeah, I used it on him there.
It's just like free cost going off at skull, so there
Yeah,
is.
yeah. There's no CC on the golems at all when they get into melee. Can we get like some vortexes going on? Like, we need some like grip stun. So
I had one
they're
then.
not leaving because they're basically just getting gripped and they're running out.
I can Nova, but the problem is it fucks with the grippy hands. Like,
Yeah.
I'm reluctant to do
Uh,
too much like rooting.
I was hoping.
I've kidneyed the fall one on first set like for the past 3 pulls. I don't know if you want anything more than
On the
that.
first set, it doesn't matter too much, but it's more on the second set.
That's
that
set in
it's
trap
nice.
nice.
Roots,
I mean, the ones that spawn far from boss at like Orange and Moon, they ran from Orange and Moon to like Skull and got 3 casts off there. And I'm there when they spawn, hitting them, but they just run free.
Well, do we want to just assign like fucking? We got 4 druids. You just want to assign routes for like the opposite side each time.
Roots doesn't.
Roots would just
Roots
break.
are just gonna be distracting because that just ruins the grip. So you need to like DPS.
Yeah, but
them
you can break it first, and then
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
after,
yeah,
the point is you
but-
want to hold it until after, right? The whole point is you said,
No,
oh, I
no,
don't
no,
wanna-
no. On the second set, it doesn't matter until you start gripping them, right? Like they can do whatever. Like they don't have time to run up and finish a cast on the far side on the second set before we want to start gripping them, right?
Yeah,
So
we've-
it only the thing we're missing is CC once they're in melee range, so they don't leaving melee range.
So
I'd
we
literally
just
have
drop
3
a
or
vortex.
4 vortexes. Yeah, just rotate it for each set. Just have 2 and 2. Because what's the cooldown of Versols? Is it 2 minutes?
No, it's 1 minute.
Oh, just have 2 to each then.
Just well, like at least the boomies.
And yeah, for the tactical destruction with the like lines going out, if you ever do debuff there, try and find a spot to plant ASAP and just trust that the others dodge.
Yeah, let's go.
Last second movement is the enemy there. So yeah, you want to plant ASAP, like I said.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to
back.
extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Are they out of range?
So many stacks.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Grip
Analysis
and
should
vortex.
prove terminal. Another failed test subject.
Any dis on the far one?
I kicked the first one, I can't get the second.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to
No, we're still grippable.
temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your
mark
step.
for disposal?
You can soak these first, but traps.
There's an awkward one in the corner near the moon.
Back in a second. And watch where the traps spawn, so you don't get knocked into one.
Knocking back.
Another failed test
Get this, yep.
Hit the boss if you can, please.
Yeah, someone needs to move out the way.
marked for disposal.
And now,
Golems, your
on this one, you slow the close ones. Don't need to start gripping already. Okay.
It's my A-bomb.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
So here we need to find a safe spot ASAP if you're an Ember, and just plant.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Kick across. Nope.
Another failed
Can't do next on blue.
subject. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Big boss.
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme
Knock.
temperatures.
Keep going.
Range 5.
Another failed test subject.
I feel like range are too clumped. I know people want to stand on the F-flip, but I feel like we're taking more damage than it's worth from these fucking spread circles.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but search circles should be even near F-flows.
Watch your step.
Yeah, but it goes out and starts ticking, right? And the time it takes for people to stop moving out, it's just like 2 or 3 of them are being overlapped.
We have to move through this narrow passage.
Yeah, narrow passage.
And if we're playing around 3% of our druid's healings, then I don't know, that's not worth it.
No, it's just to have a clear marker
It's a-
of
yeah, I
where
know,
it should
but-
be safe.
I
Basically.
think people need to be looser spread.
Yep, exactly. Loose spread is the way to go here.
Watch your step.
Let me check damage taken by spell.
You know when Trev's saying that's my A-bomb limb, shouldn't the A-bomb limb be held until then?
Yeah,
Until
you
the-
should hold the A-bomb limb a little.
Isn't it it literally lasts 16 seconds though, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it should be held.
Yeah, it
than
should be
us
like
ripping it into
we
early.
don't want the grip on that set because they reach 50% when they're in China in the middle of the fire, so we cannot.
Yeah, so he just needs to hold his A-bomb limb for like 10 seconds or however long it is.
Yeah. So basically, until the boss is around middle, you start gripping. I've said this a couple of times now, feels like, but
There's a lot going on. On the other hand, we can. Sorry.
What's our biggest struggle right now? Is it the knockbacks?
a bit of everything.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
It's a bit of information processing and people filtering out what's the important bit, if that makes sense. So it's important for people to be proactive about setting up good timers for stuff. So you have, okay, this is the timer for knockbacks, this is the timer for when lines go out or whatever, so you're clear on everything, which order it's gonna happen and stuff like that. So you can make a plan on the fly a little bit easier.
To give the quick TLDR, in terms of dying, it is every time someone takes a trap where they have a different mechanic, they die. And sometimes people soak double lines, then they die. And in terms of DPS, we just need to finish the golems quicker. That's the two main points that we need to work on.
Yeah.
Less
I don't know
trap soaking,
if this
quicker
might
DP
help
golems.
anyone, but what I did, and it really helped me for the last 2 pools, I went to big weeks and I emphasized the blast wave. So it gives me like 5-second countdown, and then after the 5-second countdown, he's gonna start casting, so I have to just move. I have 5 seconds where I don't have to think about anything else, and the game just tells me. I don't know if that helps or not.
We can do that in break.
Maybe people who have weak auras, I don't know.
Let's just send a pull for now. Well, yeah, that would be one way to deal with the blast waves. I think I'm calling them pretty consistently as well.
5.
But people might not listen sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
1.
I'm used to being white noise.
Threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Embers going out.
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience
Knock back.
to extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new
Let's be more loosely spread and ranged.
Range need to be a big moment here so we don't get the...
assistance is required?
No.
It's rather you're out of range again. You're the only one.
Terminal.
That's better on the golems, those did perfectly. And now you stop gripping here.
Get into position on the embers and plant.
Knocking back.
Watch the knockback.
Extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Range 5.
Marked for disposal.
And get me up again.
Knockback coming in 5 seconds.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Knockback.
And what?
Extreme temperatures. Another failed test subject.
These are your bombs? Perfect.
I'm just gonna take them.
Cool, I would
Your
call them.
assistance is required.
If they're right next to boss, we can easily take them.
Watch where the dragon heads are going here. Oh, it's fine.
Embers while we run away, watch out where the embers go. Plant early.
Oh, we start gripping there. Yeah, that's better.
To extreme temperatures.
This
Make
looks
sure I
nice.
take the boss back soon. I'm gonna take the bombs. Easy.
Another failed test subject.
Did someone get next on
Range
like
5.
the far one?
Watch your step.
I can't reach it.
Now we can wipe it, there was so many done. Let's check that again.
You see what I mean, Trev? We can easily taunt earlier, yeah? It's just the first one, we need to let me get it in.
Yeah, the difference is I'm gripping there, so it's harder to keep track of.
Yeah, okay.
I have a lot
I
more
mean,
to,
I can remind you if you want.
to do there. No, it's fine. We just need more pulls with less just air blubbering. Can't think right now.
Watch your step.
To new
Also, you can pre-aim as the run for the traps if you want to do
Your
that.
assistance is required.
At some point, ever.
Watch your step.
This should prove terminal.
On the first set, I think there was one golem node went out. I'm not sure if one got like Giga nuked the melee and then insta ran out.
I find that the ones that we do pull in go to 50% so fast that I'm not even sure how much effect the vortex has. Don't mind putting it down, but it's just, it goes really fast once it hits the meat grinder.
Yeah, stun's way better, I think, because I'm assuming they don't. Oh, does the stun get cleansed?
We basically have Shadow Fury.
Well, I got mine.
Have a cap totem. I can throw down a cap totem.
When the first tactical destruction goes off, we're running the boss all the way across the room. Can we take it all the way to the wall by like
Yeah,
circle
we should.
wherever we go, so that the first 2 traps we get after the tactical destruction are always against the wall.
Yeah, they should be. So yeah, if we can throw in a cap totem there, and when they get to melee, that'd be good.
How often do they spawn?
The golems?
Yeah.
115.
Oh, cool. I'll have Chaos Nova for everyone.
Okay, that we have that too. Yeah. You just do Chaos Nova is easier than for timing. Just do Chaos Nova for everyone.
Just waiting on Copics.
So
Yeah.
they first set they get close ones get grips in and insta nuked. Second one, when we're past the middle, we get Ursox and Chaos Nova. Second set, you slow the close ones, and then you start gripping with Grippy Hams and everything once you're past the middle roughly, and then you do the Ursox and Chaos Nova there. Just wait for Copics now. Those are the two relevant sets. The third and fourth are gonna be easier on the golems. In fact, it's just the two first sets that are the hardest ones to manage golem-wise, because when we're towards the end of the fight, the room will be so limited that the golems will sort of funnel to the same spots. So first two sets are the hardest one to sort of figure out how you want to do the CC thing on, and after that it gets easier.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
People stop eating the debuff on the first set.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Instagrip.
Watch your step.
Should prove terminal.
Okay. Are we gripping those two instants? I feel like people are getting things mixed up very easily.
Knocking back.
Focus on the pool.
Watch your step.
For disposal.
Yeah, people just need to run and grip those.
Range 5.
And grip me up in a second. So many trap debuffs.
Yeah, that's
There's
what.
literally, the boss is back. Half of the boss is in the fire, and the other half is full of
You
arrows.
just go out.
Yeah, just
You
don't
can
stand
see
in-
where the fucking trap is, man.
You can.
Yeah, you can. You can see where it is. Just move to the other side of the trap that the boss is on. It's not rocket science.
Yeah,
That is
I
true.
think melee are
Knocking back.
expecting the boss to move, and then the boss gets stuck in a cast, and then they just, oh, boss didn't move. I'm in the
If you have
trap.
no room
Boss.
to move, like here for example, just find a safe spot, right?
Yeah, this is fine because there's no arrows. And then as soon as there are arrows right here, there's going to be 3 arrows pointing into the
Yeah,
cone.
but the arrows are not an issue until they are about to go off.
You can wipe it, Joker.
Yeah, I'm wiping it. I'm wiping him.
Over here, you did.
With your meager capabilities, this was the only outcome.
But if you want, right, you can highlight the activation,
Yeah.
the bomb activation, so you can pre-move in big wigs.
Yeah, literally, screw melee uptime. Just leave. Don't take the tick because it's not gonna be perfectly. Boss is not gonna be capable of moving on a lot of sets, so you cannot expect. Oh, tanks are gonna move the boss to safety. No, on some set he does trap spawn into a knockback cast on right where the traps are spawning, where you can't just stay in melee on those.
Let's just throw a break now so people can just sort that in their big wigs. Wow.
Yeah, just set good notations up.
Like it's just one of those fights where we can't move out of the mechanics constantly. You have to do it. The best example is
Yeah,
the start.
so when I say instagrip on the first set, by the way, I mean just the two close ones.
Yeah,
I don't want because the far ones got instagrip there too, which I didn't want.
I gripped them on the second to third tactical destruction thing, and then I popped up on them. Should I keep them in?
No, on the first
do it
one, you're
later.
basically doing 2+2. You do not want the far ones at all in until he's past the middle, because it just becomes harder for
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's
Although
hard
I
to
thought I
explain,
did that, but maybe I grew too early.
yeah, no, they were definitely too early in.
You know this whole like boss movement argument, yeah? Have you actually watched, like, no flame, but have you watched 1 minute of the video that Talo told everyone to watch? Because if you did, it's from a Brewmaster POV, you would clearly see that the boss is literally preemptively being moved as the traps start flashing. So clearly,
That's what we're doing, but sometimes the boss just doesn't move when he
Yeah,
has
there
a
are
mechanic lined up.
there are.
Bear in mind, it's a brew versus 2 fucking wheelchair DKs.
No, I
It's not always gonna be his
understand.
first.
No, he's just backpedaling, but that's what we do. But sometimes when he has an ability lined up, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. Sometimes he will do trap casts into, say, a knockback cast, and
Right, I
will
understand
just
that.
stay still for the entire duration of the trap spawning sequence.
Right, but the first 5 moves, he's not doing this. So I don't know if this is just some god pull where they got some insane consistency, or whether they've just practiced more. But Newen has a point, because not every single melee player
Yeah,
is
it's a bit of
retarded,
both.
right?
It's a bit of both. But I think more so my point is you should be willing to just stack up melee uptime just to sort of not insta-die.
2 doors?
2 doors, yeah.
So I guess in that case, sometimes we have random bombs, right? Like, wait, if you watch in game,
Man, just
think-
don't fucking worry, but just give it more pulls and it'll be fine.
no,
like,
no, like we
we're
have, for
what,
example,
like,
this bomb trigger here.
10
where
pulls in
usually-
and we're already fucking whining about the most
No,
minuscule
I'm not
shit.
whining.
like-
I'm just trying to like explain. Yeah.
No,
Like if
no,
I'm
you-
taking the boss here, and this one over here also randomly triggers, then the path I had an idea. I have to like walk around first and then drag. That's usually where the boss is and shit, and people get hit.
I mean, these ones on the corners will always trigger like at the first or second set anyway. So you just
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no.
you're not
I
talking
mean, like
about
the
these at
first
all.
set. The first set is like these two here, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes if this one triggers, like I'm gonna be standing here, right, to move here.
this
But
one
if this
always
triggers,
This
I have
one
to
always
move here and then move away from the boss for him to move.
Yeah, this one is always there. Like, this one is automatic. Like, this one is like the thing they added to fix the safe spot, right? So that one auto triggers every pull.
Yes, no, right. But if it triggers on the first one, it completely changes where I need to move.
He's talking about one of the random ones next to it.
Yeah, so if the boss is here, these two trigger, and
Joker is
only...
sort of lagging around for me, so I cannot say exactly which one I'm talking about. This one
Okay.
you're not talking about, right?
No, not the one in the safe spot. The one next to it, which can randomly.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one, right?
Right,
Yeah,
this
that-
one. Because like I want to move there, but if it triggers, then I have to.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
I'm-
yeah.
For the blast wave, I'm also here, so I
You'll
don't get
figure
knocked
it
each
out.
other.
Yeah.
Well, I have it figured out, but if
Yeah,
people are complaining, then...
Yeah.
They just try to explain it to me when you go full mute.
Don't give a fuck.
Look at the tank movement, explains
You
it.
have
full
to
mute.
be mad. It's just game. What?
You have to be mad.
I'm very fucking
Guys,
mad,
guys,
I won't lie.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it because my HPS is double yours, or...?
No.
This is like I was playing with one of the Portuguese guys last year, and all he kept saying all year was like, "Guys, it's fine, it's fine."
Diego,
Was it
are
ever
you
actually
Portuguese?
fine?
200 wipes on Razaget, guys, it's fine, it's fine.
It was fine.
People dying from breath each pool, it's fine, it's fine.
It's fine.
Hardly because you took twice my damage as well. I say so. I have something to do with it.
That was
Not you, Joker.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see if everyone's back. Alright. That's enough people. This is a fucking frustrating boss, alright? And everyone, you're gonna encounter issues. It's understandable, but like, if you find something that collectively needs to be fixed for the next hour, just DM us or keep it till after raid. Try and fix your own issues. Let's just chain pull a bit and inshallah see how people adjust. Alright, let's not chatter too much between pulls. And if you actually want a suggestion to go through, just whisper either Mita or Loshix.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, let's just do another one for a pull. Like I said, even if something frustrating happens, see if you can find a way to fix it in the next 10 pulls. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Let's go. And I'm FYI most likely to see Discord DMs then. In
You're a
game.
little quiet, Tarlan.
I
We
have
talk
too
later.
many things scrolling.
4, 3,
We talk later.
1.
We
That's
talk
fine.
later.
There's enough time after the raid.
Yeah.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Burst to the side.
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your
And
step.
new trap spawning.
new hazards?
Range 5.
Golems, your assistance
Insta grip the
is
two
required.
close ones here. Watch the beams going up in a
Watch your
second.
step.
Analysis should prove terminal.
This will be the bombs.
I got them.
Now you grab these two and
Knocking
Knockback in a second.
this step.
Temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Watch new one.
Marked for disposal.
You can just send the yank because the pull is clean until this point.
Range 5.
Knockback in 5.
Knocking back.
And traps right after.
Watch your step.
Trap spawning. Watch for their spawning. Can you clear like one of the middle ones? Okay, perfect. Line's going off in a second here.
Another failed test subject. Golems, your assistance.
Okay, this one you're a little slow on the close ones. Start moving boss. And grip them. The far one as well, if you can.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Watch your
For disposal.
Lines. Ugh. And finish up the far ones.
Range 5.
Marked for disposal.
There's a far bomb, but I can get to it in a second.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Another failed test subject.
Well, this is an interesting pattern.
We just
I
went
think
down.
you can work
A
it
little
out.
bit better. First move up was pretty clean outside this time, but it's fine. New one, you need to stop picking up traps randomly because you're doing it every pull now. You're not assigned to stop clicking the golems as they die.
Watch your step.
It's annoying when I need to call for like a far away clear and it's a I see.
Yeah, it's fine.
the-
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. You can fix it.
No, I'm just venting. Yeah, it can in part be the random ones, or we're failing some golems. I don't think we failed the golem on the first one.
First set was clean.
If first set was clean, that looks relatively solid. Yeah.
Like they have so much shit to deal with. Like I'm in DMs constantly with the 2 tanks, and like just let them figure it out. They're doing God's work. Trust me.
Yeah. Trust in our tanks.
Just try and solve what we can solve for now.
It's if you can do it like the calls for the line movement on a second destruction still, because I'm not sure that was there this time.
Yeah, sure. Can do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's not going to overlap like that on other sets, luckily. It's just literally just the second one that overlaps like that.
Okay.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
You're quite close here, watch out. Traps are spawning.
Are coming in?
Resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Embers.
Your assistance is required.
Grip these 2 insta and clip.
Analysis should prove terminal.
This will be this again.
Range 5.
Knock back in 5 seconds, watch out. And plant with the embers.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new hazards. Another failed test subject.
Knock back in 5 seconds. Watch the traps.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures. Another failed test subject. Golems, your assistance.
Okay, so here you slow the close ones and start moving over. We'll stop moving out.
Embers going out during this move, watch out.
And start gripping.
Plant.
Watch your step.
Push to the side.
Watch the embers now.
Studying your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Range 5.
Yeah, you have to soak these.
Another failed test subject.
Up 12 steps.
Embers to the side. Kill that one last golem.
Knocking back.
Knockback coming in.
Extreme temperatures.
I need help on these bombs.
I can
I'll
do it.
do one. Yeah.
There's one I cannot do because I didn't have time.
Just wipe it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Range 5.
I'm running into the bomb.
I think generally we have a bit of a reluctance from range to move too much, so we're getting a bit of like a wall in the middle. I don't think it's too bad on the early ones, but on the later ones it's making it a lot of work for either range that are out of position or melee, because they're getting like 2 sides of the boss blocked off. So I think, like, if you see it as just a line of 4, just try and split into 2 and 2, if you know what I mean, just to like make a gap in the middle.
This was the only outcome.
Yeah. Ba.
I don't think there's too much to say. I think we can just log in. Looked pretty good. Up until it didn't.
There's not too much. It's just tactical destruction, traps. That's not whatever.
Aaron died with his line, and I was in transit behind him, and it went off early.
Oh yeah.
He sniped me.
I think people range is like more proactive positioning with lines and circles. Like should be clear. Should be like a clear path from boss to the middle, like I've said before. But
Just waiting, Kieran.
Yeah, ready.
Alright, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking
Study
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures. Can you adapt to new hazards?
okay.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Insta-grip the close ones.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
Lines going up in.
Atlantis of Zambas.
Knocking back.
And knockback.
Watch your step.
To new hazards.
There's yep, yeah.
Yeah, no, we use curve.
Range.
Lines.
Sorry, but we're getting for tanks.
Knockback in 5 seconds.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
None of these are super quench yet. We can just clear 2 random ones here. There's like
Another
that one is fine.
failed test subject. Golems, your assistance is required.
I'll just help tanks
Watch
out
your
a little.
step. Should
Take
prove
the close bomb. There we go. Move slowly over.
Watch your step.
And was going off in 3, 2,
Start leaving.
1. Watch out.
Knocking back.
No.
Oh.
Like the idea is there, right? It's just positioning being off. Like that is not a unplay. Like it doesn't feel unplayable. I feel like it's just a little bit off.
You mean the last overlap here? Or?
Yeah, that overlap. Like it's like people with that obviously, so that's part of why the golems didn't die. So I think those might have been fine.
I mean, they also got grip towards the dragon, like the fire, instead of away from it. But I think it's grippy hands, because it happened like really quick. But the ones that spawned at Cross and Moon, they just went towards the ball, like got gripped even closer, and then they went out of range. And then they just get cast off and we have even more shit on the floor.
I mean, I was told to pop grip hands when I hit almost the middle or around the middle. That's where I popped it, and they came from the other side, so they obviously got grip towards me.
Did Maeve get the rest, or did he need one? Yeah. What did the initial Death Star result from? Where we got behind? It's just a line issue, basically.
Yep, looks like it. Probably some last second movement. Let's just go again.
Let's go.
I mean, did we get souls and stuff on the second set of ads?
I didn't press it.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna at least help.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new
Trap and melee.
Trap.
Sorry.
Range, yeah.
Knocking back.
Nice to the side. Knockback come in.
temperatures?
Watch your step.
Adapt to new hazards.
Range 5.
Golems, your assistance is
Very
required.
good luck on that one. Insta grip.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
Good.
Marked for disposal.
It's just blue one there far.
Knocking back.
Ember's plant, watch the knockback.
Finish the golems up.
Watch your step.
Kick at the back, kick at the back, kick at the back. Anyone? Whole raid, no one kicking.
Stabilize a bit. Lines coming up.
Range 5.
Knockback in 5 seconds.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Watch the traps.
Extreme temperatures.
Everyone with a debuff. Just stop flapping.
You ran over me.
Embers.
Another failed test subject.
Lines.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Okay.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
So the
Plan your rooting out. We're gonna get. These embers are gonna go off soon. Find a place to plant now.
Yeah, knockback
no,
in
so,
2 seconds.
This is too scuffed, I think.
For disposal.
We might have had to
Yeah,
go through
that's
the
right,
other thin path there.
Did we lose any trap clears there? Or?
I don't know.
Your meager capabilities.
I don't think so.
Okay. Did we get?
We
Did we
got
get
like
any? Actually?
one golem cast up, I think.
Okay. That seemed rather like.
Yeah, they were just sort of in line, sort of deal.
Tolo, you can try and can you try and like keep your trap clear for like right before the tactical destruction?
I did that, but I cleared
Okay.
one that was like right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, and ironically, like we've been stressing insta cleave on the golems. On the second set, you hold off a little on I think honestly, so we're not having to cleave as the destruction is happening right on top of them. I think on first one it's fine the way we're doing it, but I think on second one we're being a bit eager.
You pull up cookies, please.
Well, on that chaotic set over there, even though it was really sketchy, I just popped every movement thing and planted myself against a far wall, and it was completely fine.
Yeah, you can do that. Like you
Yeah,
need to
should be
always
the
be
play kinda.
yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. You need to constantly be aware of your own position here relative to others and the boss. Like this is just eventually gonna click on some
5,
level, I think.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just once you're comfortable with what you're already doing, try and expand to what you can still help with, basically. Like CC or defensive shit like that.
Knocking back.
After it getting press traps on.
That's fine.
Lines come out.
Watch your
Marked for disposal.
That's an out of range one shredder, for example.
range 5.
That one I'm baiting towards the wall 'cause it's melee and that's what I should be doing.
Watch your step.
Can't reach you.
Terminal. Marked for disposal.
Knockback at the end of this, and Embers get into position.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
One on skull.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new marked for disposal.
Knockback in a few seconds.
beams are going to go after the knockback.
Push traps.
To extreme temperatures.
Range 5.
Lines coming up.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Okay, slow the close ones here. Don't overcleave them yet.
Watch your step.
I'm just grab this bomb. Okay, start moving over.
Ursul's in the middle for the easier
In the
one.
middle of the room now, and start grip.
Ember's going out in 3 seconds. Planned.
Perfect. Lines.
Oh, nice.
That is how we want that.
And now kicks.
Kicks, yeah. And finish them up.
There's one going towards blue that needs to be tidied. It's on 20%.
Marked for disposal.
Let's use that trap to clear the middle.
Range 5.
And you just get a close one.
New hazards.
Line going out.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to
Knock back.
extreme temperatures.
New embers. Lines up to the side.
Marked for disposal.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new golems, your assistance is required. This
Your step.
analysis should prove terminal. Another failed test
E.
subject.
That's not very good.
Knocking back.
No.
Yeah, you can
Hey,
cover it
I
with
think, yeah.
That
We're
second,
getting
it's
there.
gonna be one of the cases. I just think we're just probably gonna have to play each golem overlap a few times for people to get a feel for it. So that second one was a bit tidy that time, and
Yeah. You can feel it getting a little bit better every time.
Watch your step.
So it's very much a fail sort of thing.
With your meager capabilities, this was the only outcome.
But I think we're proven. What did people die to on that overlap this time?
I ate one of the lines going off, and I was blinking out to try and kick the far one on the first set.
I might have sniped you, I'm not sure, because I kind of moved last second because I charged.
It feels really scary when we when boss is moving during the lines as they're about to go off. Like, I know they can't not move,
Yeah.
but it changes the angle,
Yeah.
and like you're
So
safe,
what
and then
you wanna-
suddenly you're
yeah.
not safe.
So what you
Like-
want on that basically is the lines go out to the sides, and basically there should be a straight path from the middle to the edge of the room, right? That where you should always be safe, and the lines are on the sides, and that shouldn't really change with the angle, right? If they're all to the sides on that one. But it takes a few pulls to just get it click where you want to move them, but once you do, it's gonna feel a lot. Very good job on the golem gripping there. That's exactly how I wanted it, pretty much. It just needed a little bit more blasting and a bit more CC, I think. But the gripping was on point there.
And yeah, like on the second golem overlap, the main thing that I want to see is the people with the embers actually sprinting ahead to the safe zones. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So that you can like pre-position to the sides and not get caught off guard by the dragon heads, because they will be coming from behind you, and you need to be in position early enough for other people to be able to avoid you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's coming up, and with a knockback.
To extreme temperatures.
Watch
Can you
your
adapt to new hazards?
You mind your movement here a little bit. There's a trap in the middle.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal.
Dragon heads are coming from different side this time.
Yeah, watch where they're coming from.
Knockback at the end of these dragon heads, and embers get into positions.
Knocking back.
Just nuke moon and interrupt it.
Temperatures.
Watch your step.
Another failed test subject.
Don't take me, don't take. You're in the middle of shit.
Oh, good up.
I'll just swipe it just instead as well.
Okay.
I don't think we can make it with a...
Is that just a dot?
Marked for disposal.
The dot and blast
Watch
wave.
your step. Knocking back.
You can't be out of boss range for the blast wave. Because then you get knocked even further on your fuck.
I wasn't expecting you to taunt it there.
Oh yeah, as soon as my stacks dropped, I take it off you. Don't
I
want to
was moving the other way and you taunted and then you move the opposite, that's all. It's just...
I'm
out of range.
Yeah, it's very much like with the lines especially, like because taking one line doesn't kill you, right? But it kills you on the next one. So it's very much where you need to treat taking just one line pretty seriously, even though it doesn't kill you immediately. That's cool.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking side, knock back.
Extreme temperatures.
Lines going off.
Can you adapt to new hazards? Golems, your
Golem spawning, grip the 2-1s insta, plus ones.
Watch your step.
analysis should prove terminal. Marked for disposal.
Range 5.
Go chase down the other ones. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Good job. Lines coming out.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new hazards.
Lines coming out.
Marked for disposal.
Knockback in 5 seconds.
Watch your step.
Watch where the traps are.
Another failed test subject. Another failed test subject. Golems, your assistance is required.
Watch your step.
Okay, starts moving slowly over.
When they're in the middle, you can start CCing.
Watch your step.
Ember's going off in 4 seconds, find a spot, and plant.
To the side. Knockback coming in a second too.
Like, this is exactly which...
We should have had the time to clear there in the back before, but didn't. I
yeah, let's swap it.
I should have able to clear the skull spot basically, so we could have knocked there safely. But
has lifted. I've already mentioned this in my other video a few days ago. I was able to play the early access version of Diablo 4, the full game. So I leveled my rogue up to level 80. I also tried some other various things on the other classes.
I have a question there.
And I have tried a lot
when
of
we lost 3
mechanics
people,
for the end.
shouldn't the raid like trying to be stacked on the tank, and then the people that have the beams be on the sides?
yeah, that.
Okay.
Game. I've tried a lot of builds
For
the
that
rogue,
specific
and I can make a lot of
occasion,
guides now
because
for
we're gonna
you
get the
guys.
lines first,
So
and then we
in
get
general,
the
I
knockback.
gotta say,
And it's like we get the knockback 2 seconds after we get the lines. But if people are stuck with the tank and the tank is moving the boss in the right position, we shouldn't have a problem, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right. It was fine there,
People
except
don't
that
know
the
what,
beams
man.
were. Except that
No,
the
but
beams were.
I killed people and I killed myself. That's why I'm asking, because I wasn't sure.
The people with the beam shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it was me. I had a beam, so I
People with
played
the beam should be to the
My bad.
sides. Everyone else should be between the
Yeah,
between the
yeah,
boss and the wall.
yeah. So even if that means sometimes that means you have a beam and you need to move to the sides, but there's a patch in front of you. You just need to sort of get knocked back into the patch on that, and take a personal. If it's just 4 people, that's sort of okay. That's manageable over the raid eating a beam.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send like 2 or 3 more polls. Everyone, like, if there's something you want to learn of this boss, or maybe something that you might want to have at the end of it, in terms of information for week or whatever, just get that in the next 2 to 3 polls, and then we're just gonna have everyone set it up properly for the next raid.
Yeah.
All right, Shucks, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free to experiment around with any kind of like fucking cooldown.
Watch your step.
The line's supposed to be on the side, but all the lines were on the same.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. We've said
point
that
is-
melee with the circle are going to go against the wall, but they're still not.
I said this literally before we pulled the boss, but yeah, I thought like what Nguyen is saying. When melee get that ember thing, as long as there's not 3 of them that get it at the same time, there's no reason for you to be pointing it at the middle of the room. You should be on the outside. So stuff like that doesn't happen, but no one's doing it.
No. What happened there is they were not painting it. They were all 3 people had a line, and they were on top of each other. So when the lines fired, they just fired all.
Yes.
No, but it was
How many of them
in
were
range.
melee? How many of them were melee? Because if those melee are on the outside, like between the boss and the edge of the room, that doesn't happen. That's what me and Nguyen are saying.
Why wouldn't it happen if they're on top of each other?
They can move easily.
Why are the
It's
melee range on top of each other?
It's who's hit the melee.
He didn't realize they had it, I presume. But
Yeah, I didn't see their line.
okay,
Yeah, but, like,
it's just sort of thing you need to learn to look for, right? Is there a person with a circle in melee in front of me, or vice versa? Is there a person in range behind me with a circle?
But that shouldn't be a thing on the first one at all, right? Because the melee can just be on the opposite side. That's what we're saying.
It's just plug in.
Yeah.
But bear in mind that's the one that overlaps with destruction too, right? If they're on the opposite side, they might just not have time to move.
5, 4, 3,
Skill issue.
2, 1.
Just move.
No, you.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Knocking back.
Your
Knock back coming in.
resilience to extreme temperatures. Can
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
There's gonna be a very thin line to
Range
walk here.
5.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Line's coming out. They're gonna fire in a second.
Watch your
This
step.
analysis should prove terminal. Another failed test subject.
Skull can use it.
TK grip.
Itsy? Alright. There's just one that needs to be nuked in China there. Knock. Line's going out.
Watch your step.
To new
Okay, good job. Just finish off the one in China there. Oh, there's a bomb going off here. This you missed one.
Okay.
There's always 3, right? So
Yeah,
I
but
take the
then I
ones
took
along the
2.
path.
yeah, if you took 2, then you missed one. Gives you 3.
It's
I
fine.
thought the other one was taken, so no problem.
And it's usually if it's along the way I can take it. If it's not, then I can't.
Yep.
Does the white bar not disappear from the weak aura when they're all done?
I don't think it can read that.
Maybe not.
I need a repair.
Actually, are they targetable? Or not, right?
Not sure. Doubt it.
Alright. Let's just send one last pull of the night, regardless of quality now. And then, yeah, like I said, learn something about the boss. It's on board, man.
I need a repair. There's one done. Thank you.
Yeah, I put one.
You can just release and repair for this boss
Okay.
if you really need it.
Okay.
Yeah, Heli Floptron tolerate 18% durability.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is no complex after the
We'll
raid.
talk.
There's
We
one
talk
down.
later.
There's one down.
Talk later.
Just to make it clear, I will make a useful post just to make things extra clear for me.
Yeah, sounds good. No, raid warning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain. Can you adapt to new hazards?
No,
back.
trap debuff. What is this?
Extreme temperatures.
Watch.
Can you adapt
Your trap
to
spawning?
new hazards?
It's a fairly thin line here.
Range 5.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Make sure you're not placing yourself in the gap here. So that's a bad spot because people want to move in that gap.
This should prove terminal. Another failed subject.
Finish off the blue one here.
Knock in a second.
Knocking back.
Your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Watch
you
your step.
adapt to new hazards?
Watch me a little. Embers going out to the sides.
Knockback coming in 5.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Middle trap's active now.
Yeah, we're clearing those 2. So you do the very middle midders. Watch me. Ugh.
Marked for disposal.
Good.
Golems, your assistance is required.
Yes, close the close one. Don't nuke them yet.
Remember CCs when they're getting
Yeah,
grouped.
move the middle.
Ember's pre-position.
Embers pre-position to the sides. Grippy grip. Not coming in.
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Range 5.
Powerful. Stabilize a little.
Another failed test subject.
Send the rest on a healer. Just keep going. It's the last pull.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new
Watch lines coming out.
Marked for disposal.
Knocking
Studying
back.
your resilience to extreme temperatures.
Range 5.
Embers to the sides.
Marked for disposal.
We can do it.
Watch your step.
Adapt to new golems, your assistance is required. Marked for disposal.
Watch your
This
step.
one is almost good. We just needed to clear like this one. We basically don't know, but you get my point. You should basically clear
Knocking
this
back.
one here, and golems shouldn't spawn like this. Anyway. Alright. That is us done for today. Good job on the quick for today, Rashok. Let me put it that way. Ending that quickly today. We'll put on a post in useful exactly how we do next week, but TLDR is extend. I will say, for this fight, there is a lot on the tanks plates in general. I will apologize in advance for every annoying, like, oh, can you move the bus a little bit like this comment I will make along the way. Because there's a lot on your plate, and yeah, it's just gonna be annoying at some point.
Fuck that, get good.
We believe in our tanks.
And cheers for the raid, and see ya.
Bye bye.
Thanks for the raid.
Bye bye.
So it's funny. I feel like some people just wait for me to say that before. It's like the allowance to leave. It's great.
Yeah, like you need to be dismissed.
Yeah.
Unless if you're super tilted, then maybe you would. Maybe you don't wait. Not that I would do that.
What do you mean? I'm super tilted right now, and I'm still here.
But you're always tilted. You're old.
You have no better fucking option.
You're always tilted. You're old.
Wow, that was wow.
Right, I should have we should have said happy Vault Day. Now we're not gonna have a good Vault Day, actually.
Well, tomorrow's the vault.
Fine, so what do you need? What do you need?
What do I need? Rashok Trinket, Mythic Rashok.
Yeah, Rashok Trinket, please.
Yes, please.
Congrats.
You should say that I'm gonna get it, because when you said that I was gonna
Visualize
get the weapon, I got it.
It was what was the Shale Sonnen thing? Believe, conceive, achieve. You know, and you'll get the
Conceive?
I don't know.
Conceive.
Are we gonna conceive children, or?
I
don't want to do that. Okay, bye. Sorry.
Alright, I mean the issue is I have not looked into I've looked into your vault right already, and so I know that it's not in there.
Why would you say that?
Because I can't. Do you expect me to lie?
I mean, you should use your power to try and, make sure it's there. You didn't even try.
No, it's not there. I can just look into vaults. Desi has one in her vault, but yeah, well, what can you do? Like,
he has one already.
Yeah, exactly. But she has one in her vault. I looked.
Some other various things.
And what about my vault?
And I have tried a lot
when we
of
lost 3 people.
There's only so many vaults I can look into.
Oh, don't want to disappoint me. I see how it is.
Maybe.
Man, I just want it. Like, is it too much to ask for?
I mean,
we do more over here.
Look, I'll get it in my vault. Desi got it in her vault. I can see it. And then you can have the heroic one. Huh.
What am I even gonna get then? Tomorrow. What am I even gonna get in the vault that's gonna get me excited? Make me feel.
I see a helmet and a chest piece.
Not very excited.
Are they tier at least, or?
That's a no.
It's too much information. I can't lose my
you know what?
powers.